out to the trappers, we are my back lit. It's D out of any man battle rap trap, and we definitely got the streets.
D out of any man. D out of any man. Put it on your YouTube.
LLoyd Banks, what's up?
So wouldn't that explain why?
Verb, what up, King?
What's up with
Banks.
you?
Peace, Lord.
Jones, what's up, my nigga?
Banks,
What's
what up,
going
baby?
on, Ledger?
Last time I seen you, Jones, I think it was in Russia.
Yeah.
When was this? What was it? A nice hip hop fest? What was it? Let's talk
It
about it.
was some. It might have been Switzerland or Russia. It was one of them
I
spots.
think I was in Denmark or one of them shits. Denmark.
Yeah,
I was in Denmark, Germany, Italy, and I did France. So salute. That was a minute ago, Wolf.
that's a fact.
Banks,
Lord.
what's up, man? What's up, man? What you got going on, man? What's up?
I'm paying attention. Well, shit.
What you?
First off, I tell you one thing, man.
Yeah.
Them three rounds against A-Ward, that's still like the top. That's top echelon for me right now.
Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
I'm
I
gonna go
definitely
watch that.
appreciate that. Hey, you hear that three?
I heard Banks, man. I heard
Oh, all
Banks, man.
right,
I I
because
just gotta be honest. I gotta be honest.
PLK,
all
what's
right.
good, man?
What's up? What's up, Jay?
What's good, my nigga?
Yo, you know what's crazy, man?
Yeah.
Like, I know what the conversation is. I know what the culture is. It's thriving at the same time. It's like, self awareness is a motherfucker, right? Like, on all genres, you see people kind of like be in denial. I think you got to take a look at the game and see what it is, and ask yourself, for one, do you love it? For two, do you still get nervous? Like, I've been doing this
Mm.
for 20 plus years, and before I step on the stage, I still get, you know, I still get the,
Butterflies.
Yeah.
I
Little
get the
Word.
stomach cramp.
nerves. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Me
get the
too.
nerves, and
Yeah.
it doesn't even necessarily mean you're nervous all the time. It's just it could just be anxious to what you about to do to that venue,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody once told me, whenever you don't feel that way no more, you need to move on, brother.
Mm.
That's real.
You understand? That's for one.
Mm.
For two, me just paying attention to what's going on. I feel like 2 decades into this shit, I still do sound check, right? So if
Mm-hmm.
I was to do a concert and I fucked up, you best believe I'm gonna do sound check earlier. I'm gonna be, instead of a 30-minute rundown, I'm gonna be in there for 2.5 hours,
Mm.
right? So with that being said, the league owners, if I was the league owner, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be the league owner, but it got to be somebody within the staff. If you have product that's consistently inconsistent, it has to be some type of screening, right? So you got people flying into cities and shit, whatever city it may be. If you get in the day before, based off they say you're only as good as your last showing, right?
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
If your last showing it wasn't your best showing, regardless of your status, I feel like you should be in a screening. Like, I don't know.
Sound check.
Yeah, you should have a sound check. If you there the day before, if you can't complete your fucking rounds the day before, I at least know if you're not completing them because you're not prepared, or you didn't complete them because you choked.
Mm.
Nah,
Cause
that's good game.
Mm.
That's good game.
right,
And not to
because
cut your wisdom. Go ahead. Go ahead, my bad.
it is a difference. You can
Mm-hmm.
be completely prepared and choke, but if I'm putting my money into this situation, I need to at least know he came prepared. He was prepared. He went to practice. You know what I mean? He
Nah,
trained hard.
that's valid.
But you
And
got to
nigga,
treat the ones that do that in the right manner, though. That's the thing. You can't treat them like they all the same. Like if the ones that's coming up and being razor sharp, you got to treat them different than them slave niggas.
They don't
You
go to
got to.
sound check.
nah, the
Yeah.
ill shit is niggas spoke about the possibility of having a sound check at battles before because especially in the big room, sometimes like in the Geechee battle or whatever. When I seen it on tape, like and it's certain places in that room and shit, especially people drunk talking, you can't hear what the fucking niggas saying for real. You gotta damn near be yelling and have everyone's attention at once. So niggas was talking about like, yo, we should damn near have sound checks. Well, this is what I just thought of while you saying this, and this is niggas probably ain't gonna like this, but if I was smack, I would do some shit like this. I would say, you know what, closed room, especially if you somebody that choked once or twice contractually, You need to come in this room back here after the face off or whatever and run through your rounds one time. I need to hear
And
that you have your
yeah,
rounds.
that's basically what I was
I
saying.
think
Like
that's fair. That's
That's
fair.
fair,
somebody in the
right?
staff has to
Mm-hmm.
okay you, so we know
Like,
that this
yeah, he
this
got his
product
3
we have is
rounds. All right, he
prepared.
got his material. Cool.
But
Like,
what's fucked up, and I think you got to delegate that responsibility to somebody on staff, because like a nigga like Smack want to hear it for the first time. He's still in fan mode.
No,
You know
Smack
what I'm
shouldn't
yeah,
be the
saying?
no,
one
it
doing it.
shouldn't be
Yeah,
smack.
it shouldn't
It
be
shouldn't be
Smack.
smack. But just somebody that, and like Banks said, this is product at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
this is
want me to
product.
do it? I'll do it.
They would love that.
I'll
I would.
show up and I'll do that shit, my nigga, because it
Make
has.
sure a nigga ready, right?
I'm a
I
fan.
would love to do that, nigga. Spin my rounds with Lloyd Banks. What you talking
No,
about? We
I'm a
ready.
fan, man. At the end of the day, and it's like I had this
I
conversation a lot, you know, because I'm just looking at the culture. I'm looking at where it's going. I hear statements and shit like that, and this is like, you know, this is art in its purest form. The shit came so far, you know what I mean? And this happens all over the place. It ain't just battle rap. Like this shit happening, you know, in mainstream hip hop, all type of shit. Contracts and
mm-hmm.
shit, they go up, they
Wallahi.
go down. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
adjust.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta adjust. But motherfuckers gotta start acting like, you know what's the kryptonite? The kryptonite is like, you know, when we all come into the game, when I was 19, 20, I probably had a 50 clip at
Mm-hmm.
All
any
raps.
at any
Mm-hmm.
given day. That it don't matter
Mm-hmm.
if a fucking car blew up across the street.
You had 100 Banks. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. We all did. But the more you get into the game, right, what happens is everything becomes a money thing now. So something we did so effortlessly, like when we go to flex for the first 2 or 3 times, we
Right,
prepared. We got 20 on deck. Now,
right.
if you take an artist that's 20 years in the game, he has to probably prepare to give you one verse to go to
Yeah, he
flex.
do for
I
sure.
think that I think the issue with that is everybody don't love it anymore. I think when you talking
That's
about
what I'm saying.
yeah, when you speak on like the essence of like hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I think at a time everybody was in it for the love
That
and they
shit
just
giving me
made money.
chills, son.
You
I'm
know what I'm
like
saying?
thinking about like, though, that's what I was talking about. It's the essence thing of that steel sharpness, stillness. If you think about that era, son, you think about fucking state property, G
Mm.
Unit, fucking major
Dipset.
figures, Dipset, Cash Money, fucking
Yeah,
like
cash with no limit.
all of these
It was so
niggas,
many flavors of that
so
shit.
many
It's like,
flavors of street
yeah.
niggas that's coming in here like this is our chance, nigga. I'm rapping my ass off. I'm getting out the hood. Like we doing this shit. It was
Hey,
mad niggas that felt that way, and no one had really shown niggas the way yet. So niggas was
mm,
out there like the Wild Wild West, guns blazing. Niggas got their clips ready, like yo, who, what, whatever.
You
Niggas
only
don't.
as good as what you competing against, man. If you watch a Rocky movie, that nigga don't be in the gym running. He be out amongst the people running. So it's like I never wanted to kick ass on a treadmill, like you just running in place. You know what I'm saying? So
mm.
if you ain't inspired by nobody else, fuck what everybody else talking about. You should be inspired by your peer. So you know if it is 30 battle rappers, I don't give a fuck if it's 10 of them and they sword is sharp. You gotta use them for the fuel.
Y'all niggas inspired me. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all young niggas think I'm not watching y'all niggas?
They
Got me
don't
fucked
inspire.
up.
They don't inspire me. Hey, Banks. Let me ask you a question. Who do you think
Any MC inspired me. They
that,
nice.
hey, I can't look down like that, man? Them niggas talking about Dragon Ball. That ain't real in my life. Niggas
Hey,
ain't throwing no
hey,
motherfucking
I'll talk
climb
about
out
that
hey,
motherfucking
bullshit,
life.
Verb.
but Verb, but in a sense though, you say it when you hear about a nigga enough, eventually you got to start watching.
I mean,
Uh,
hey, Banks. Let me ask you this. Not to even hold you to it. I don't want you to be doing that.
no,
What's the feature you did and you before you did it with the nigga like you knew he was like that where you was like, okay, I ain't finna be playing. Who was the nigga that you was finna do a record with and you like, hey, dude, like me?
damn. I mean, I've done a lot
I
of
got a
my
bunch
first
of those.
features were like, you know, with some dangerous motherfuckers. But shit, my first feature I ever like when I first got into the game, the first person I got a feature from was Prodigy. Rest in peace.
Rest in
Mm.
peace to P, Bandana P.
You started off at the top hitting hard
And
though.
you know what's
One of
crazy?
the
It was
illest
over a
lyrics
beat. It
ever,
was
and that
over the
nigga
record
slept on.
Get Dealt With. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy because like I had him rap over a beat that he already did a song over.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So the respect
Mm-hmm.
was definitely there. But like an M,
I
you know
was
what I'm
about to
saying?
say, didn't you do that M? I'm thinking of that
Yeah,
M record.
yeah,
Patiently waiting to make it through all the hate, all that.
Yeah.
yeah. Like
No.
That's
Emma rap his verse over the phone one time, and then it's just like you gotta kind of like live
See
with
where he
that.
at with it. Yeah. See where
Yeah,
he
like
at with
kind
it.
of break
Yeah.
that down and be like, shit, what the fuck was that? And then you go, and do your shit. But
Right.
like I said, whenever you don't, I'm self motivated to be honest, because this legacy shit, this shit stops when you want it to stop. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, so it ain't no fucking excuse. I don't give a fuck what's going on in the world. You got to go back to that room, wherever that first room was when you picked up that pen.
Mm-hmm.
You
mm,
gotta
That
go.
energy again.
That's where I go. The further I go away from home, the closer I get to that room. If I go to
mm.
motherfucking overseas or some shit like that, and I'm locked in the confines of that area, I automatically lock into the reason I made it there to that room. I go
Mm-hmm.
back there, I
That's
write most of my
fire.
music like that. I don't play with it. Even when I recorded music, I would do 6, 7 songs a session. I wouldn't call niggas to listen to that shit until I was one song left. So I already had 6 done. I ain't got time to play. I don't need to be distracted. I don't need a nigga passing me the blunt, telling me what happened in the neighborhood. None of that shit. You
Mm.
gotta take it that serious, and it's gonna show. It's gonna show with your pen.
Nah, that's fire. And that shows niggas be on the right track and not even knowing it, cause that's the same thing I used to do, Banks. I started writing on a roof on First Street. It's a roof you can see the
Right.
city on. I would go back to that roof. Every time I'll have a battle or every time I'll be writing or something, I go on that roof, smoke a blunt.
But you know what? Sometimes too, I like to change location too, because it's like if you for a different result, I might want to go darker. I might need to be in a worse situation. I might
Yeah.
need to be,
I'm
yeah,
saying
just
mentally.
oh yeah, yeah,
I'm
just go
saying
back. Yeah,
it
yeah,
don't matter where I'm at. The further I get away from it, it just reminds me. You think
I
about
see it.
home
yeah.
more when you get
Mm-hmm.
away from it. If you
Mm-hmm.
amongst the shit, you don't think about. That's like when niggas be like, "Yo, it's crazy in a specific neighborhood." You don't feel that way when you there.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up to that shit every day. That's normal.
Mm-hmm. Actually,
But
feel safer because you don't know these niggas
you
like
see
that.
what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
to
for
get
sure.
back into that zone, I don't know what it's going to take. I don't, I know a lot of and Verb. I heard you say this a lot. A lot of it is predicated off of competition and being competitive. So business ventures, people doing a lot of different shit and just don't. It's just missing the 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 competitiveness and just talking shit and create. This shit is like boxing. Like a lot of these
Mm-hmm.
fights have to be created.
Mm-hmm.
They
Well,
got to
you
be
got
created.
and this is what I think I think sometimes the stories just go in line for us to do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But if we do got to sell the fight beforehand, because when we talking shit, that's when the competitive gene come on. Because it's
Yeah.
like, hey, you telling me I ain't what? Okay, watch this. Without that, it's like that's why y'all don't be shit because y'all too friendly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I talk shit to all y'all because it's like I
I'm
have
gonna
to
fuck
turn
you
that
up,
shit
Bird.
on.
I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
no,
that
I'm
no,
gonna fuck you all the way
no,
up,
was
no,
that
Bird.
was a
no,
hell of a time, man.
Respectfully.
It was a hell of a
no.
time, man.
I,
Motherfuckers don't know what they up against. It's the same thing with the mainstream shit. You know what I mean? When we came in, it was gladiator school. It was a hell of a time. But you gotta find, whether it's going back. I still watch certain battles every year. You know what I'm
Give,
saying?
give me five of the ones that you like. Well, just five battles that you enjoy, or what MCs do you see have that competitive in them that you see, like whether they good or not, they just got to be like competitive. Who do you see it on? Like this one will
I
fight.
watch it's way more than five, but just like to name a few. Well, most recently, like I said, I like the performance your last one against homie.
Me and Ill Will came out yesterday.
I didn't catch that yet. I got the
You might want to go check that out.
I'm gonna check that link. But yeah, you and what's the one I just said?
Hey Ward, Pizza Pete.
Right, that was crazy. Definitely Surf and Big T.
Yeah, that's one of them ones too.
I
See, like
go
we
back.
going rappers, man. Come on, yeah, keep
Nah, I
going,
mean
man.
it is what I'm just giving. I'm
Yeah,
saying
come
it because
on, talk to
it's
these
Lead
niggas.
the
it's
way.
shit. Surf and Hitman.
But come on, man. Let's what we talking
Fucking
rappers,
I'm
original.
who we got? T Rex. T-Rex and Ice Pack.
Look, originals. No new niggas yet, man. Ain't no room for y'all, man. This
That
stupid
that
shit,
ain't
man.
that
I'm hearing a lot of St. Louis and a lot of gun titles. I like it.
but verb. That might just be in no disrespect to Banks. That he just might not be hip yet.
To
That's
what?
all.
No,
It don't
hey,
mean it
no,
ain't.
no.
It don't mean
Go
it ain't
ahead,
no
shoot.
good.
Shoot.
It,
Shoot a name. Let's see how hip I am.
I tell you, you seen Eunice?
Oh my
Nah,
god,
I
man,
haven't.
what the fuck is you talking about,
Chill out,
dog?
Verb.
He said
God
Like,
Eunice.
damn,
Don't do
man.
that
god
to my
God
man.
damn,
damn.
Don't
man.
make
What the
him
Jesus
in
fuck
his
is
Don't
Christ.
do
you
face,
that to my
talking
Jones.
about,
brother.
God
man?
damn it, man. Here
He
we
said,
go.
don't
Hey,
make
you
him
see
Shit.
how
in his
fast he
face.
said?
Don't do
Banks
that
said,
to
"Oh
Eunice,
no,
bro.
man, the fuck is you?" He said, "No, man,
Hold
nobody know
IV.
hold
this
on,
shit."
I'm
IV.
not.
Don't
I'm
do
God
not.
that.
I'm
hold
not
damn.
on,
that
hold
hip.
on.
I don't know
Leave
whether to
that
be
man
embarrassed
alone,
or.
man.
But no,
Eunice
no, no,
is
no, no.
Jeez.
fire. Don't do that.
Ain't nothing to be embarrassed about. What I'm saying is, so for example, Banks, you respect Sirius Jones as an MC, right?
Of course.
You got a nigga like Jones who vouched for this nigga, and he's a new nigga.
But we asked him the question. He
You
said,
ain't say
No,
"No,
no,
that's
no.
that.
I'm
it,
not.
man."
I'm not saying nothing wrong with. I'm just saying he hasn't
You don't
reached the
know.
surface
Yeah.
No,
yet.
no,
He
nah,
didn't. He didn't. He didn't.
and that's fine.
He
What
was
I'm
on the way
saying
up.
is, it just
Pause.
might not be somebody he's seen yet. That's I'm just talking to Verb because Verb be trying to shit on my nigga.
No, I didn't. All I said, you said, "Do you know him?" No, we don't know him. I'm telling you, the real world
Yeah,
don't know
You
him.
yeah.
Save
you
the
know him.
question.
He don't though, not
Look,
yet.
no, listen. What I'm saying. I'm saying the regular world is not going. They don't give a fuck, man.
He
But they
just got
will.
here
This
though,
nigga
Verb. He
V's, man.
just got
This
here. You gotta give him a
nigga.
chance, bro.
They
Okay, all
will.
right, okay, all right. So look, okay. Well, just don't say that because we got to get into people that he know. You see the
Now I
people
can
he
see. Now I
picking.
can see if he was. I can see if he was what we was talking about before. I can see if he was fucking up. You know what I'm saying? He's swamping out, not
Damn.
showing up at the right times. You know what I'm saying? That's different. He been showing up. It's
That
just he
boy
got to
show
get his.
up.
He got to get his plates up. That's all. Because
Okay, but
we're
how he
new
But he
gonna be
niggas.
said no
seen?
though. He said no
Look,
though.
hey, look, man. Let's no more talk about that. Let that man keep talking about who else he like. We ain't wasting our time on that shit. It's a
Nah,
no.
you
All
just
right,
said
come
he
on,
don't give a
man.
fuck about the new niggas when he just don't know some yet.
Nah,
That's all.
Okay, so
I
okay,
just
look.
don't have. He just ain't reached the surface for me yet.
That's it.
Look. You gotta look. I ain't never walked up on Banks and said, "Here's my CD. My name is A Verb, niggas." The
But
fuck, you
niggas used,
gotta
but
reach the
hey,
surface.
hey, hey, but niggas used to do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I didn't. It reached the surface, nigga.
Niggas used to do that.
God damn.
It's 100 ways to skin a cat, ain't it?
If you like that, we gonna get it.
Verb is saying what he been saying, which is that it's a class that's above. You know what I mean? That niggas that deserve to be looked at in the light on a different light. You know what I'm
Thank
A
you,
saying?
hundred
Jones.
percent, a
And
hundred
I
percent.
agree with that. But that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? It's fire niggas that haven't yet ascended still. You know what I'm saying? That got the potential to. They just gotta put the time and the work in. That's
And
all.
that's all I'm saying. The verb. That's
Man, them
all.
niggas ain't them niggas ain't going nowhere unless I say so. It ain't.
All right, man.
It's a sad reality of it, man. It's like
I ain't going front. I think it's a lot of like little nuances and shit that was there before that played a part. Like if you look at the St. Louis crew, like even to this day, like they're a travel team. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
Like Dot
Word.
Mob travel team. Like
Nigga said travel team. That's a
motherfuckers
perfect
be
way to say
showing
that
up.
shit.
Motherfuckers show up, it'll just be you. You know what I mean? Like that's not how I came in the game. Like, not saying it can't be done, but you gotta have the support. You gotta have your home with you. You gotta have all of that shit matters, man.
Yeah,
You
nah,
just
y'all
showing
niggas
up
had y'all
as
city
a new
behind y'all
artist,
for real.
coming up on whatever card and just trying to convince niggas you the shit. But all of those things,
they
whether
go
it be
into play. Yeah, they do.
whether it be a hype man, if it's 10 motherfuckers wearing the same jacket, the same hat, or
Yeah.
whatever,
You know
you
what's
got a
crazy,
Speak
motherfucker
Banks?
on
set.
I
it.
don't
Come
never
on,
have
man.
that shit, right? I don't never be having that. And like that's a prime example of why this shit, especially recently, it be like you gotta damn near fight for the position you already earned again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
But
that's just
people
the way
used
the
to seeing you
culture is.
like that, Jones. So it don't really apply to you. Like you came in the game that way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
was the
you want
lone
those.
wolf. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nobody expects that. I'm saying like certain people, even if it's just one person in the background, like motherfuckers don't even be having that.
It's strength in numbers, no matter what. It's always strength in numbers. Like if a
Yeah.
motherfucker see like how Capo do, niggas show up in 30 Bash Money hoodies, like you go and notice the nigga. Like that's just how it works.
But it still got to be good too, though. I guess you
People
can't
people
just be
buying the
looking.
movements. People buying the
That's a
movements.
fact.
And that's
Yeah,
why, like
you
St.
got to
Louis
be
was a
both.
movement. Jersey
Yeah.
was a movement. Like it's movements in the culture. That's like, yeah, now we want to see who's next out of there. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
and then if people don't come from Carolina to come see you, Swamp, why the fuck would you ever be like me?
Um,
Sorry,
here we go, man.
fuck is you talking about?
Here we go.
Sorry,
Here we
This
go.
nigga
so,
Here
I'm
crazy.
we
so
go, man.
sorry, yeah.
Here we
I'm
go.
so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I ain't
I
going
can't
front.
swear.
Magic got like he got about 3 battles I go to.
Man,
B
you
Magic,
got to. Yeah, puncher
Conceded,
like that.
show
Con.
arrive.
Man,
Conceded, right? Thanks.
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
He
that's a
got
lot
a
of St.
few.
Louis in your.
Charlie.
Yo,
That's a lot
Banks,
of St.
you
Louis in
gotta
your
see this
Tay
me
Rock
playlist.
and Tay
battle. Tay
Rock
Rock and
battle,
Magic.
Banks. You heard? You gotta check this new me and Tay Rock, Banks.
Hold up, did I see that? Yeah,
Nah, it
I
just
gotta
happened.
check it. Yeah, I gotta
It
see
just
it.
happened.
Suge too,
Yeah.
man. Suge my nigga, man.
Suge stepped it up.
I gotta give it up to the people who just consistently made those moments, man. I get it. Times are different now, but motherfuckers made moments, man.
That's what I
Yeah,
get. That's
it's
what we
like it's
say.
like
This
Big
shit
we.
is
T
about
too, man.
moments.
Big T made moments, man.
Yeah. And that's what this shit is about. It's about making your moments or making your. That's why you got to be rare when you get the lights on you. Not be like what he was.
That's that's all something classic is for real. Is a moment in time.
Mhm.
And you be like, yo, you remember exactly where you was at the first time you seen
Yeah,
that shit,
music
etc.
marks time. I learned that early. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Word.
This June makes 20 years of my anniversary for my first album.
Man, and salute,
Mm.
bro.
Hunger for more. Classic. Facts.
You know
Salute,
what
Okay.
I'm
bro.
saying?
Hey, Banks, while you right here, let's ask you this question. When you first got your album done, how did it make you feel when you got Hunger for More done? When you had to turn it in, was you like jittery? Like was it like what? Like when you knew it was really on?
Nah, yo, to be honest, the mixtape, the mixtape movement, I got so comfortable with that. Like I was in red form, man. Like I was, man. And then I was around. I had the formula. The blueprint was already laid as far as like, track listing and kind of like
Mm.
how to balance out, a classic
Girl
album.
record and shit. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
if you think about it, like it was all there for me already. I recorded about 30% of that album out the country and about, yeah, I would say the other 70 like on the tour bus.
Mm.
Mm.
So it was constant movement, but it didn't matter where I was at. My mind was it was just back in my neighborhood. Like that's
Mm.
where I was at, whether I was on a bunk writing, wherever, because in my mind, it was like you trying to like pack your whole life into 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Mm.
But once that album came out and it was received the way it was one thing, right? Because you know, when you smoking, you can sell shit on a stick. You know what I mean?
Mm. Mm.
But
Word.
10
Yeah,
years
y'all was
down the
already
line,
out
when
of
you could
there.
perform them records, 15 years down the line, 20 years down the line, then you start understanding, because everything was moving so fast. And I say that like with a lot of the young artists, like they don't even live long enough to feel the love, right?
Mm.
So your first 20 concerts, it might be about 7 to 8 of them shits might end early because based off your demographic, I'm 20 years old. So my demographic is from fucking 12,
Teenagers.
13 to like
Yeah.
23, 24 at that time. So if you doing like shows, predominantly it's going to be, it's adolescents, young motherfuckers in there. People want to throw some shit, they want to go home and be like, yeah, we the ones that stopped that concert or, so it was just about
You
the
feel like
energy.
they more? It's the energy in the room, ain't it?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
like, we here.
Energy.
Even if
Yeah, it's the energy.
this shit is buzzing right now. This is where all the girls gonna be at. We here tonight. But what happens
Uh
is 10 years later, right? 10 years
huh.
later, when them niggas is 30 now, they got kids now and shit, you start seeing the daps turn to hugs and shit. Like niggas don't
Yeah.
even want to dap no more
Right.
because like case in point, like recently, I had a show in Jersey and it was this kid, man, and he was like circling around the venue and shit, man. I saw like he was just anxious, and he was just telling me like, what I meant to him and shit, in his upbringing, and I took a pictures with him, a couple videos and shit, and then maybe like I say about 2 weeks ago, he got killed. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So
Rest in peace to
so
him, man.
so
Off the law.
he ain't telling me that he ain't telling me what a song or how a song impacted him. He's telling me how my journey, you know what I mean,
Mm,
impacted him. And
mm.
then that's why a lot of people be like, yo, stick to this or stick to a punchline and shit like that. As you get older, you gotta kind of like add more into your legacy as far as leaving a message. You know what I'm saying?
As far as okay,
Straight up.
you. Hey, let me ask you this, Banks. Which one get the loudest reaction? Beamer Benz or Start It Up?
Start it up.
Start It Up. Do it. What you think? So I'm
I
talking
killed
about
that
in the.
started up beat.
Hey,
That was
hold
my
on, hold on.
shit.
So Start It Up. Is the biggest, way bigger than Beamer Benz or what?
No, no,
What
no,
you?
no, 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 no. Well, you know, a lot of that plays into how I respond to the record.
Right, right,
Or
right,
on
right.
fire.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's a tough one too.
that does what it does. It always does
I
what
got
it does.
fire over all them shits, my nigga. I ain't gonna hold
Start
you.
It Up,
Yeah, yeah,
dude.
Fire.
but this
I
is
Man,
the
got
thing.
Start It
fire,
Up.
my nigga. I
But
don't
this is
know.
the thing. This is the thing, right, Verb? Like
Uh,
that's a good fucking question, right?
I'm
Because
slick with this, John. I'm slick with this, man.
it's
Go ahead.
two completely different things. You gotta understand, like that's what I adjusted to be able to reach the masses. But at heart, the records that influenced me, they were, I don't want to say more organic, but radio was more receptive to I Got Five on it,
Mm,
to Shook Ones. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like it was no set formula of what was a hit record.
mm,
Right.
Right. So when I look back at certain records, for me, myself, they mean more to me than others because if I feel like I came in the right era, but at the same time, I feel like I could have been in the early '90s as well,
mm.
For
right?
sure.
So like Shook Ones is like to me like the ultimate. That might be, well, for me it is. It's my number one rap record.
That might be one of the hardest singles ever. That's like
That's
not
what
even a
I'm saying.
single. Like,
That would never be a single today.
word.
No, not today. No.
Official
I,
Queensbridge murderers. Niggas talking about murdering niggas in the first 4 bars.
That's what I'm saying.
Grab me by your brain, stab your brain with your nose
yeah,
bone. You can't say no shit like that.
And
Stab
they
your
was
yeah.
brain with
young,
your
and
nose
You can't
bone.
say no shit.
The
these niggas
90s
was
was
They was
tripping, man.
violent.
They
years
went
The
old.
mother.
crazy out here, B.
So
Trying
wait a
to
minute,
tell
is the
ya.
drill era and that era the same? It's just two different types because it's
Nah,
the
nigga.
same.
No, no,
Nah,
no, no,
Nah,
no.
we
nigga.
not doing that, bro. We not doing that.
Nah,
We not
It's the
doing
nigga.
that.
same
We not doing
violence.
It
that.
was
It's the
way
same
more
violence,
violent in the
bro.
90s, nigga.
It's the same violence. Off the jump, let's murder something. It's the
They
same
just scared to
violence.
fight now. It's different.
You're
Like
right. Yeah,
they
you're
was
right.
gonna fight and shoot back then. Now
Yeah,
niggas
for
just,
sure.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely ain't throwing nobody's
And,
hands
and
around
the
like
and
that.
the real gangsters, correct me if I'm wrong, Banks. The real gangsters in the 90s really wasn't rappers. Like
No.
it was really niggas that was like, this is the rapper, these is the homies. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
clear cut roles. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nowadays the niggas, the gangster, the rapper, the shooter, the a scammer, he all five in one. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Where back
Look,
then it
look,
was known. You come to a Nas show or something, you already knew that all these Queensbridge niggas is crazy.
mm.
Like
qualifications change.
that's just a part of the whole thing. Like your entourage meant something because they knew them niggas ain't rappers.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yo, Banks. How did it feel to get I think twice you were the mixtape champion, right?
Hmm.
R.I.P. Justo and all that. How did it feel to get that twice though?
Shit was crazy, man. You know, it's crazy you say that because I'm looking at that plaque right now.
Mm.
Good
Like
job.
that shit.
R.I.P. Justo though, my nigga, for real though.
That's a
Nigga,
fact.
two
That's
two
a
in a
fact.
row. Nigga, two in a row. Nigga, that's a salute, nigga. You know what? Back then, mixtapes was so hard to be the man of.
What?
Everybody was out there tripping, man.
Yeah, I ain't. Yo, listen, man. I was in psycho mode at that time, man. Niggas could say whatever they want. I was the most feared at that time.
Ooh, okay,
Pop
here we
that shit,
go.
man.
Here we
That's a
go.
fact though.
Pop
Come
So, so,
on,
that
so,
man.
shit.
That's
so
a
Oh
okay.
whole
04?
fact.
Oh 04? Come on, my nigga.
So couldn't none of them niggas fuck with you in your
No,
head?
no,
Like,
no,
nah, none of
no,
y'all.
absolutely not. And the reason I say that
Let's
is
go,
because
Banks.
I didn't know what I was capable of yet.
Mm,
You gotta understand,
mm,
like I was so rugged, like victory and shit like that happened just by accident. You
mm,
know what I mean? Like that's just me going, going, going. But in hindsight, I knew how to make 50 bars feel like 32.
Mm.
And it
No
was
Figured it
cap.
out.
We're
right.
not even
So
gonna front.
and
He was
that's
easily the hottest
necessary.
nigga in G Unit, rapping
It's
wise. That's
necessary
beef.
even with battle rap, right? Because
Mm.
to me, I feel like cadence is the most important thing in battle rap, right? Because
Mm.
nobody wants to be predictable and nobody wants to be duplicated. So I used to try to
Shit.
find a way to kind of like, okay, instead of doing a 1 2 3 4 setup punch, 1 2 3 4 setup punch, I would do that, but then I would take about 6 to 8 bars while I would switch the flow up or do a breakdown and some shit like that, and then come back to it, and to figure out a way to make
To
a 50
stand
bar
out with it.
freestyle. Right? Don't just feel like I'm just rapping a continuous sentence. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, Banks,
And
man.
three,
You
I hear you. I watch threes. So I be hearing you. Oh, why this and why that? And motherfuckers didn't want to that shit with me at that time, man.
Feel free to come on my show, Banks. I mean, I've only asked for 2 years. I've only asked for 2 years, Banks, for you to come on the
Damn,
show. I
three.
let him,
We
man.
get
Oh, that's Banks, my
damn,
nigga.
three.
Banks, my nigga, though. Get the fuck that's my nigga.
Hey, Banks, watch that nigga, man.
You gotta watch three,
Yeah,
boy.
watch that nigga, man.
With three
Officer
eyes.
3. Officer 3. Yeah, watch that nigga. Yeah, but that mixtape era was the most dangerous time because you had to be skilled. It wasn't no playing. Like when niggas
What?
put you in, we wanted to hear what you had to say over these beats.
Pause.
Like man, like yeah, that's wild. But when,
We ain't
when
never
niggas
lied to
played
you.
your when niggas played your disc, they wanted to hear how skilled did he get over this tweet beat, or how did he get over this Rough Rider anthem? How did we want to hear him get on it? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you didn't have long. You had a couple seconds to draw us in, and we was gone because there was too
Mm-hmm.
much material out there. You can go
Mm-hmm.
anywhere and get the shit. Like let me hear a dude on. So it's hard to dominate that time though. Who
You
you think
right.
was the Who you think that was the next closest to you?
Hmm.
I don't even think it's a fair question because I was outside of my. I wasn't. I was never in my demographic, age
Mm,
bracket wise.
mm.
Mhm.
Right? And I could prove it. Like, what, who would y'all, what box would y'all put me in as far as other MCs, like, in that era?
Fab,
Fab.
Jewels.
I would just say
Uh,
Fab. That's the only name I thought just now.
I put them right next to each other.
Fab,
I always
Jada.
thought the difference though
But
between
that's what I'm saying. So, everybody you name is older than me.
Yep.
Right.
yeah.
Nah,
Mm,
you was the
You
young
understand?
gunner back
So,
then.
and the reason why I'm saying that is because, like, it's a big difference from a freshman in high school and a senior.
mm.
Mhm.
It's two different worlds. I'm
For sure.
entering from one world, and you walking into a whole nother vulnerability. Like, you got to figure out what the fuck is going on after school.
Mm.
It's a
And
big
see,
difference.
see, we didn't even know though, Banks. You feel me? We didn't realize, you know what I mean? Like you was the youngest and whatever. We just looking at it as one. When this is what I knew when y'all was out of here, and it was like once it was that, it was just that. I was downtown, and the Chinese ladies by Wall Street outside the train had the mixtapes on the blanket, and they was yelling like as if they was selling waters or something, saying that they had 50 cent G unit, 50 cent,
Hmm.
50 cent. That's when I knew it was like, oh nah, these niggas is a commodity. They selling these niggas like this shit is, you know what I mean? Like this was like a regular product, like you selling shoes or some shit. Like let's go downtown, buy a bunch of G Unit mixtapes and put them on a blanket.
Facts.
So it's like
Banks.
once I knew it was that, it was like, oh nah, it's over. Like
Wasn't he 18 years old on Banks when he popped on the scene, right? 18, right?
Yeah, something
Yeah,
like
he was
that.
18 or some
Hmm.
shit.
Hmm. But I was never, I wasn't presented as my age, if that makes sense. So it's like, even to this day, like I see like collages, pick collages, it'd be like 4 boxes, and it'd be like, the usual
Mm-hmm.
suspects, and a lot of
Mm.
people came after, like with the mixtape market and the Justo Awards and shit, but I don't feel like we got pushed out that box. So that's why I could understand what Verb be saying. It doesn't. Of course, he gonna say it in his manner. That's his fucking personality. You know what I'm
There you
saying? But
go.
I'm feeling the same fucking way. Like, I was supposed to then get pushed out that box. It was supposed to be another Banks to push me out the box. It was supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be another Kiss to push Kiss out the box, and another fab to push him out the fucking box. But the truth
And it
is, it,
hasn't
it
been.
never happened.
It never happened.
Hold
So
up.
they
Yeah.
At
What
least
about
not from
Wayne?
those expectations.
What about Wayne?
Who?
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne.
Oh, Wayne. Oh no,
Wayne,
Yeah,
we
yeah, but Wayne
Wayne
was
was
one of
we
them
before.
never
though.
said
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, Wayne was before.
Wayne is his own. Like they ain't,
Hmm
yeah, we ain't
And
got another Wayne yet.
Wayne
Yeah,
came before these niggas. Think about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Wayne ain't got it ain't been
Wayne was
another
since
Wayne.
96,
Man,
97.
Yeah,
Wayne
That
Wayne
popped
was
up
he
Wayne
was
was in the
following the
2
game
script.
so
2
He was
years
long.
following
after
He's a
Jake, man. On
chameleon.
some
he
That's
was
real
what it
shit.
following
Yeah.
the
is.
script and the
Oh,
blueprint back then, though. He ain't break into himself till Lloyd was cutting up in '04. Like,
Exactly, exactly. And then Go DJ, it was like, oh shit, wait, hold up. What the
yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, I could go DJ.
My first album
I thought it
dropped
was
this.
them Squad Up tapes though.
My first album dropped the
That
Oh,
same
came
that's
day
up.
as
true, yeah.
Wayne. Hunger for More dropped the same day
Carter
as
Carter one.
Carter One.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
Couple of them
yeah,
shits.
I ain't
yeah.
know.
Like them type of rappers, Wayne Banks, them ain't nobody gonna move them niggas. Ain't nobody gonna really move them. It's like you got to just come in and be your own version. But it is supposed to be another one with the auto tune niggas. It's always another one that come and knock him out the way.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't happen with real rappers though.
They don't.
No, it
Right.
don't happen with real rappers. Real rappers get checked
Cause that
forever.
go back to what we were saying, my nigga. Being you is your superpower, bro. Can't
Mm-hmm.
nobody be you
Hey, I
better
just
than
seen
you.
the Locks going on a fucking 30-year anniversary
Word,
tour.
son. That's fire.
That's
They about to
fire as
perform
fuck.
in Jersey. They about to
Not
perform in
coming to
Jersey this
Florida, but it's
weekend.
okay. Shit.
94.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think they said the tickets was like $600 or some shit,
What?
bullshit.
For real, Jones?
That's what a
Damn.
nigga said. I don't know if he capping or not.
Yeah, so if you use your real ability, you can be somebody in the world. You ain't gonna be it being nobody else, man. And the more people we have just trying to emulate, it stops everything. That's why, like, but it actually make it easier because the real rappers keep getting paid. The real rappers keeps we don't have no competition because they real rappers. It's like they're not.
MCs, man. MCs, man.
Yeah, like people that really care about what they write down,
That's a
how
fact.
it connects, do it
He's going
make
somewhere with
sense?
this. He's going somewhere with this. I
You,
know.
you,
No, I ain't, man. I ain't finna throw a shot at that peon. We talking about we got rappers up here, man. We ain't what the fuck we ain't nah. We
You
ain't
think
talking about.
you Hey Verb,
Hmm?
you think a lot of that shit changed or shifted? Cause like battle rappers aren't always MCs anymore. Like some of these niggas just battle rap. Like they
Give
ain't
me an
never did a
example.
song.
Give some examples.
Um Shit, if I wanna go
Swamp,
far back,
swamp,
Heartless.
swamp.
I don't know. I done heard Swamp rap on songs.
No,
But
I'm saying
like it's
swamp though. Let's use swamp. I said
you ain't shit, nigga.
that.
Look, no, but like it's like some
niggas
of the
clown,
elements as
bro.
far as just like being MCs ain't the same as a nigga that just want to be a battle rapper. It's just not the same. Them niggas can't like you'll find oftentimes like just flow, cadence, wordplay, rhyme patterns and different shit be void from their style because they not MCs. They just battle. It's the same thing like when you get a punchline rapper when all he do is punch. You know what I'm saying? But then you got motherfuckers that use Banks as an example, a nigga that could go crazy with the metaphors but still weave in and out of rhyme pockets
Hmm
and different shit like that. Like, cause that shit matter. But then you got the one nigga that's just set up punch, set up punch, set up punch. No life stories, no nothing or
Right.
whatever. So I
But
Right.
think
you know
that's
what's
what
ill?
separate the rappers from the MCs and shit.
Right.
This was ill, right? Like I remember at one point I had this conversation with Hollow. Like with certain niggas, back in the day, first of all, if you was an MC, if you was from Jersey, Philly, New York, anywhere even close to around here, maybe even other places, battling was just a part of what being a rapper meant. You had to have a battle. When there was another guy, they would make you battle. Record execs would do that.
Hmm
Yo, y'all go at each other. Let's see who's the best. Like that was just the way to showcase your skills back then. You know what I'm saying? But now once niggas came up with this whole genre as a thing, once people saw niggas actually get on, actually get popping off being a battle rapper, you had people that now just wanted to be battle rappers. They're not
Right.
even thinking about, doing a tour and having an album and shows and all that. They thinking about, I'm gonna get booked on Summer Madness or
Yeah.
Knowing or whatever. And that's what their goal is. So they're not even studying all that other shit. They're not even listening to or trying to develop. they whole MC-ness as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not thinking of themselves in that light.
Do you think that's bad? Do you think that you lack somewhat as an MC if you don't do music? I don't think so. I
If
just
you
want to
don't
get you.
study the arts of this shit, yes, you will fail.
How could you be one of the best
You
at your
gotta
craft
study
if
the
you
arts.
don't even study?
Well, studying is one thing, but
Agree,
actually
Verb.
doing music is a whole nother thing. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's still you got to be able to do everything. You got to be able to understand. Hey, this is what the elements of hip hop is MCing though. That's one element of it. You got to be able to do
You
that.
got to
Not
navigate that shit on
yeah.
every
We got to be able
platform.
to close our eyes and hear you. We
Yeah.
got to be able to like when you go into that shit. I should be able to close my eyes and see what you're saying.
Like imagine if you go to the roof picnic and they say we got a Verb in the building, and they're like, "Hey, come to the stage," and you come to the stage and they throw a beat on and say "Get crazy," and you sit there looking stupid, talking about, "Nah, I can't rap on a beat."
Shit, you got your motherfucking mind.
Turn that
No,
bitch on and
I
let
just
it go,
battle y'all.
motherfucker.
I
Yeah,
just
it's
battle y'all. My bad. Like what?
they're gonna say, "No, you're a joke." That's not what that is. But
Facts.
yeah,
Facts.
you gotta know where you at. Like
You know what's crazy? That's the biggest oxymoron I ever heard because I see like, imagine I don't even be the one saying it. You know, Twitter go and people just start talking. But what the fuck did niggas think I wrote to?
You said what?
when
Like
you was
what?
writing your raps,
Yeah,
nothing,
like what the
nothing,
fuck, niggas? It wasn't even no fucking. I didn't have no
nothing,
instrumentals, nigga. I
no
used to write
music.
raps to windshield wipers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like nigga, you
That's
ain't
a
even
bar
had
right there
no
in
beats
itself.
and
That's
shit.
what
Like
I'm saying. Like the
You
raps
had to
was
just write. You had to
right.
write.
So what the fuck makes the nigga think I couldn't rap a cappella? This shit don't make no fucking sense. That's how I developed my flow was a cappella, nigga.
Fact. Niggas ain't have beats at first.
And when I did rap over a beat, I used to have to cut on the radio and rap over the
The
Overlay
nigga
rap.
rapping.
song, rap
Overlay
overlay
over a
rap.
whole
rapping.
song.
Yes. Overlay. We'll freestyle over a whole song while they rapping in the background.
Cause
But
niggas
that,
ain't even have
hey,
that's
but
why you
that's why we
remember
be locked in though. That's
remember
probably why we be locked in.
yo
You right.
Verb, did y'all have J Arms and all that shit out there?
Jay Owens, what is that? What would that be
Me-
called in St. Louis?
Remember the nigga? It was a nigga that started making
He was
instrumental
putting
All
out
the
like
beats.
30,
instrumental
40
tape, nigga.
30,
instrumentals on
40
one tape. Yeah.
instrumental.
Oh, you talking about on the disc?
Yeah.
Talking about
Cause
on the
niggas
disc?
ain't even
Yeah.
have
Yep, on the
beats.
CDs, yep.
Yep.
Niggas
Yep.
ain't even have
Uh-huh.
instrumentals
Yep.
before. Like
So,
they
yeah,
had
at the flea
niggas was
Talk your
making
markets.
shit,
millions.
Jones. Talk your shit,
Yep.
Jones.
Yep. At the flea markets. Yep. We sure
That's
did.
a fact.
And then when them beat tapes start coming out, you was buying them from niggas. Like soon as
Hell
the
yeah.
instrumental was motivational, you'll be in the
Word.
car riding and rapping. Like, oh, I can't wait to say this later.
I used to buy
Mhm.
a motherfucking single just so I could have the instrumental on that bitch. I
Man,
already
come
got the
on.
album, nigga.
Come on. And now these little dork nerd rappers, they can just type it in and here it comes.
But just when we talking about that, right? Imagine the passion that you have as a young nigga that's like you so excited about rap, you buying a fucking single just so you could be able to rap over something,
Mm,
versus a nigga that's just like, all right, yeah, well, shit, if I get booked, I'm gonna get, you ain't even you don't love rapping for real.
mm-mm.
Like, how you gonna beat the guy that loves this shit?
You never will.
Not the ones that got skill.
No, it
Yeah.
don't. It don't matter how good of a battle rap you is. If we come from the arts, it's gonna be tough if we
You
want to
ain't put
play.
as many reps up, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
You gotta get them
You
reps
know
up.
what I think changed along the way too? Like when I was watching that television and shit, and I would see Big or Rakim or whoever, Nas, whoever it was, I never felt like I could do what they do. Like when I was, being introduced to them, I was inspired. I was like, damn, what the fuck is this? But I never felt like, it's a certain type of respect, like on
Yeah.
some sensei
Facts,
shit. Like it's
Oh,
a
that shit
certain
ain't around here.
yeah, it's a
facts.
certain level of fear. Like I know if I punch this nigga, it's not gonna hurt the way his punch is gonna hurt me. Right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens is later down the line, I feel like a lot of the younger generation, they see shit and they don't look at it with that respect. They look at it like if he could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, that's the era we in, Banks.
Yeah.
Right? If he
Is
could do it, I could do it. We
is
come
that
from
a
the
gift
same
and a
place.
curse? Is that a gift and a curse though?
For who?
Definitely a curse.
I would say for both ends, because I'm sure like a lot of the veteran guys or the guys that been here for 20 plus years is like, damn, these niggas ain't got no respect. But on the flip side, it's also like, man, they confident. Like, is that it is it can't just be negative, right?
You can have respect and be confident.
Right. So I'm saying to what he said though, like when they look at a guy instead of
No,
saying
no, no,
like,
no, no. I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying they're confident based off of the product that's being presented to them. They're not saying it like I didn't. I said I could do it because Nas did it because we both from you feel me? We from
right.
similar backgrounds. I'm saying they're looking at that shit talent wise and saying if he could do it, I could do it because he's
Oh,
not doing
got you,
much.
got you.
Yo, Banks, right? Around that same time where y'all start, you know what I mean, taking over and all that, that was when I really started like battling for real, right? Like 2002, 2001, all that, right?
Right.
I remember somebody said this specific thing to me. This started to be a thing that niggas would say when the internet and all this shit came out. You run down, because we used to run down on niggas with the CDs in the book bag. If it's 20 niggas on this block, that's where we going. We going over here. Yo, what's up? Niggas rap, we got bars. Niggas would say shit like this. Nah, yo, my man rap. We would be like, what? So what that means? So tell them to come down. Like they would use that as an excuse to really say, like, well, nah, we can't support your shit because I got my own shit. Once niggas started thinking like that, that shit really, that to me is what planted the seed that really fucked up where we at now. Once niggas said, well, I got a camera, I got an internet connection, I can do it too.
Yeah. It'll never be the same. Yo, 3, you still there?
I'm here, Cuzzo. What up?
What was the first beat that you could remember hearing? Not just hearing, but the first beat that made you say, "What the fuck was that?"
Run DMC, suck MCs.
Okay, mine was 2. It was J. Rue the Damager, Come Clean.
Mm, mm, mm.
Right.
Primo,
So
Primo, Premier.
so imagine hearing that shit getting off the dollar van on the Coliseum.
Word.
Word,
What the fuck is those sounds? Right? It was
word.
that and fucking Unbelievable, Biggie.
Okay.
Now, if you sit and think about the unique sounds in each of those beats, it was like I used to bug my homie every fucking day because he had the single, you know, back then A side, B
Ace
side,
beside instrumental.
right, from Hot Wax on the Avenue and shit. And you know, I'm so green to this shit, I don't even know where to get this shit from. And I used to bug him every day, yo, I need that fucking tape. I need that tape. So what I'm saying is, we so far along from that time, you don't even hear music outside no more.
Facts.
I remember when fucking Life After Death came out. My son, God bless his dead, he still had the boom box and he was walking around playing 10 Crack Commandments 100 fucking times straight.
Word.
You'll never see that again.
That was the box era, nigga. We had the Panasonic box, nigga, with the tape player. And you walked around
Maxwell
playing your
tapes,
shit loud.
Jones, and TDK
Yeah,
tapes.
and
And
tape
Maxwell
over them
tapes.
shits.
TDK.
TDK, my nigga.
You had to put the little
Mm.
tissue in
Tissue
that shit and
joints.
Nigga,
go
that
over it.
To
what
tape
about
over,
that
or
cheap one,
tape
that
it,
Memorex
tape
boy
it, tape
with
it.
the
Memorex.
pink on it?
Word.
Yeah, you had to
Memorex
tape
joint?
it. Yeah, you had to tape that
Panasonic.
in.
That
I,
shit
Yeah,
be
I
man.
love
the
our
shit
era, my niggas. I love our era, man. I ain't gonna
yo
hold you.
yo 3, the shit be written, man.
Right.
You know what came out the year I was born?
What year you was born? Tell me the year. I'll tell you what came out. What year you was born? I'll tell you.
1982.
So we talking Fat Boys? We talking Houdini? Are we talking UTFO? Are we talking?
What was the biggest album in 1982?
Oh, it gotta be That's the Flash, I would think, right? Am
Lionel
I bugging?
Richie.
Thriller.
Thriller. Okay, Thriller. Okay, Michael Jackson. My bad.
You know what else came out in 1982?
Mm.
The CD.
The CD was created.
The
In
CD was
1982.
released in 1982.
Oh
82.
wow.
Wow,
You
I
know
It
did
what
not
ain't
else
know that.
came?
take off till the 90s? That's
You,
crazy.
you know what else came out in 1982?
Mm.
What?
The Air Force One.
Mm.
Wow. See how I come around though? Wow.
Hey,
A
you had
lot
the
of
rap.
classic shit was
You
made
had
that
the
year.
rapper starter kit. You had the rapper starter kit year. That's what it was. Air Force One, a CD, a tape.
That's right.
It's
That's
at
what I'm
the rapper
saying.
kit.
Yo,
My first performance, first nigga I seen perform was Tupac.
What was
Wow.
that like? What was that
First,
like?
the first person you seen was Pac, you said?
Was Pop.
Mm.
What
Fire.
was it? What
Pop,
was it like? What was it like?
he showed up late and he stayed late. Like he said that. He was like, I know I showed up late, so I'ma stay late. And that was just like the illest shit to me. Like I also seen Fat Joe too.
Mm.
Facts.
So
Stay
this
hey,
is
on the
like,
float, Joe.
yeah, this is
I seen Biggie, Karis One. I seen Rakim. I done seen.
way back. And then the
Yeah.
Fat Joe
first,
was scary back then, bro. That nigga.
you know what's crazy though? The full circle moment, right? Because that was my first time seeing, somebody perform. And then our first concert, no, my first big concert was Nassau Coliseum, right?
Long
And that's the
Island.
night.
Y'all
Yeah,
opened up for you that night.
that's the
Banks?
night. No. Before that, I'm saying the first as me, just as a kid.
Oh, I was
Long
about
So
to
I'm
say
Island.
like,
Okay.
yeah. So
Long
this
Island.
is
I was
this
what?
is 1996, Nassau Coliseum. This the night Tupac died. That's the first
Mm.
big
Damn.
concert I was at,
Wait,
and
that's what Nas on stage said that Pac died that night, right? Did
yes, I
Nas?
was I
Yeah.
was I was in the building.
Oh, he's in the building for that. Oh
Yeah.
shit, my nigga. Wow.
But prior to that, you gotta remember, think about the year. It wasn't no phones and shit like that. So we coming to the venue, you know what I'm saying? We on the expressway or whatever, and all the cars and shit, people pulling over. It was no more driving. Motherfuckers was stopped in the middle of the
Nah,
highway.
real talk.
The radio was on, everybody
Crying,
Facts.
all
crying
type
and
of shit.
shit. So
That
by the
was
time
me.
we flooded into the stadium, we was kind of like putting people on and shit. And then Ed Lover came out and they said that shit, man. I swear to God, you felt the stadium. It felt like everybody sat down at the same time. Like
Damn.
it was that crazy. And then full circle again, the first big show we did in New York was in Nassau Coliseum. And my mother brought me to that one where Pac died that night. So
Wow.
I ended
Yo.
up doing that concert and put my
Batman
mother in the
Scoop was the
crowd.
host that night, right, Banks? Batman Scoop.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
he brought
You
me out. That was the first show that I ever performed at, like opened up, and I opened up for y'all. And Fat Man Scoop like did the whole announcement. He made me sound so crazy. I was scared to walk out. He was like, "Simple and serious, Joe," and I'm just sitting there looking nervous as hell by the side of the stage.
Yo,
That was
three.
that same night.
yo. Yo.
My 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 first performance,
Mm.
I'm like 14, 15 maybe,
Mm.
at my junior high school, right? Talent show.
All right.
I'm raw. I don't know how to do crowd control, nothing. So we do our shit. I'm standing stiff in the middle of the stage with the mic, the stand mic like the Temptations.
Mm.
You know who closed that show?
Who that?
50 Cent.
Wow. Yo, let me say let me
Mm.
say something right quick. In 2002, y'all niggas was the first niggas I've ever seen perform live and do mixtape joints. And niggas knew them shits verbatim. I ain't never seen no shit
Niggas
like that
changed the whole
in my
game,
yeah,
bro.
my Jones.
I
I
only
ain't
had
never seen
one.
no shit like that.
Niggas made
Never.
mixtapes. Niggas made mixtapes become albums.
Fam, I ain't never seen no shit like that, Jones. You gotta remember now. I'm from
Nick,
the
to this day, if you put out a tape or album, what's the
right.
difference?
I'm saying '02, that was not known. That shit like that wasn't happening in that time.
No,
Nah, it
Exactly.
that
wasn't.
You
wasn't
know what I
normal.
mean? It wasn't the norm
That
and
wasn't
shit.
even a thing.
That
Nigga,
wasn't
I
the
And
was
then
I
thing.
and
was
then
performing
everybody
Victory
started doing
back
it.
then.
Then everybody started doing that shit,
Facts, Quest.
including
Exactly.
me, nigga. Like, you
Talk your
feel
shit,
me,
Including
Quest.
us. Word.
nigga?
Yo,
Hell yeah. Hey, I got a question, man. When I always think about when I found rap, like when I found out, cause like we the same age and shit. So like I was into like Michael Jackson and shit like that, and then I found rap. Like what song, artist, or what happened like when you found rap?
Who's that question for?
You or whoever.
Well, for me, it was two different things. Well, three really. Well, Kane was my pop's favorite rapper, so I was
Shout out
exposed to
Kane.
Kane like early on and shit. And he was
who you
always
said,
saying
Banks?
like, Big Daddy Kane."
Oh, Kane. Facts.
Right. So it was Kane, and then it was Rakim. Like I just first of all, my TV was like the size of like a fucking floor towel.
Word.
So I'm stuck in front of that shit, and I just remember him, just kicking the speaker and all that shit. That shit was just played in my mind. And then the third biggest influence would be Slick Rick.
Mm.
Word.
Mm,
So he's
Storytelling, because of
so
storytelling.
shout out to
right. So
Slick
when he
Rick.
Yeah.
was saying, don't be a dumb dummy and disrespect your
Your
mom, like
mommy.
he
Yeah.
was he was opening up. He was, to me, he's the Willy Wonka of this shit.
Word. He was
So
really talking to the kids and still on some fly player shit though. Like,
you see what I'm saying? But not even just that. He had the art of storytelling and his imagination. He made me open my mind to shit. So if you would ask me, like, I feel like I'm like a mixture of those people.
Mm.
And then if you look further on, I feel like, Rick kinda like evolved into Snoop.
Yeah.
You know, Rakim kind of evolved into Nas,
Definitely, yes.
NG rap.
and Kane kind of evolved into Jay. You
And you
know what
know
I
what's
mean? So
ill?
it's
Yeah,
If you
that's
like,
think
fair
about
as
it,
hell.
Banks, all of them niggas that you just named, they was fucking with each other, pause, and soaking game from each other. Like Jay was on tour with this nigga Kane in Europe and all that. I didn't
Yeah,
know that shit back then.
Jazz on them
You
niggas,
know what I
yo.
mean? Same thing with Rakim. Like Nas will tell you, Rakim is my, you know what I mean? Like, and once you put it side by side, it's on some Jordan and Kobe type shit. You know what I mean? For real, for
Rakim
real.
changed the game, my nigga. He literally changed the game. Our niggas rapped like in '86. The nigga literally
yeah,
changed our niggas.
shit. Rakim is on my second album, '06. You
Mm.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just goes to show you, like, it was certain things that, and I'm glad you brought that up though, the communication, right? Because I think that's what's lacking, you know, and like that was the question I had for y'all. Like, what do y'all think should be done? And I sit and I remember like the interviews that I enjoyed the most were like when it'd be like 10 of y'all niggas outside a venue or something, just, you know, talking shit. You know what I mean? Like that
Hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
camaraderie.
Like a movie, yeah,
The
kind of like a
culture.
locker
Yeah, it was
room,
like
yeah.
I enjoyed those way more, you know. No disrespect to what everybody else got going on. I'm just saying at those times it just felt so organic. And I feel like personally, I feel like right now that's needed. I feel like battle rap needs a fucking round
Some
table.
leadership, man.
Yeah, they just need a round table. I think
We
the
need the
same
Avengers.
exactly. You need the
Yeah,
conversation that
we need
motherfuckers
the
is happening
Avengers.
now. I feel like that should happen visibly. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
people
yeah.
could actually see it and get the insight and the knowledge and shit and just the opinions from the fucking, you know, the elder statesman.
Or
Yeah,
we
for
just
real.
separate. What I used to say was just separate the rooms. Keep them niggas over there that don't want to do that, and keep the good ones over here. Damn, what the fuck? Let's make it easy. Because look, we can't stop them stupid niggas from writing that shit. They gonna keep doing it.
But
Okay,
you
so
know what
let's
though?
move them
You know
across
what
the street.
though? I know this your shit verb and you like being the villain and all that, but the thing is this, right? When you come at it like that, pause, it makes motherfuckers it fuels that whole thing that we was talking about the young niggas saying fuck these old niggas and hating
So
on
what,
these.
Jones? They not like us.
I know, but
Now,
I know
so
it's not
what?
like gonna affect us getting the money. I'm just saying at the end of the day, if this is going to be the NBA, if this is going to be the whatever, Jordan and them, Jordan going to fuck you up when you're a rookie coming in trying to guard him. But he's not going to sit there in the interview and say, "Yeah, these rookies can't fuck with me, nigga. I'm
I mean,
Jordan."
I mean, why not? But they look. You got to think about it, man. That if they got their own style of doing it, and they come into a room and you don't ask nobody, hey, how do I be success? That's like a nigga trying to sell some dope for the first time, being stubborn, like I'm gonna do it like that. Let him go across the street and lose his money. Fuck, we need to try to lead him for. He's stupid. You walk in a room and say, hey, Jones, what do you think I should do to become so I can last this long? They don't ask them questions. They don't want those questions. Go
Some
across the
some
street.
people do, some people do, but the most don't. You're right.
Yeah,
But that's
send them
but
niggas
that's
across the street.
because one, this go back to us being black people, which is one of our main problems. We always have division. We always got the old versus the young, or the new versus the old, or the girls versus the nigga. Like this is what we do. We divide our shit.
But we don't care about them. They worry about us because they think we in their way. We don't care about them. We want them to become successful so we can get money off of them.
That's not necessarily true though. I don't think the vets are as inviting as they could and or should be for the guys that's
Inviting,
coming
But
up.
what they got to say to y'all for?
How
But
though? I don't understand
like
how.
like
When if you look at it, like niggas had whole
This nigga
Lux had a
Verb, man.
whole
yeah,
league.
I
he
don't know.
laughing. That's not
I know the
ridiculous at
vet.
all.
Lux had a
I ain't
whole
I
Lions
ain't
den.
saying it
Like
got to be
niggas,
no kumbaya shit, but niggas be wanting niggas to kiss their ass, and it's like I don't feel like that's
that's
it.
pride talking and
that's
ego,
pride.
bro.
That's
Word.
not. That's not.
Don't no man
Niggas
want his
dealing with
ass
pride.
kissed, dog. Don't no
What
real man want his ass kissed. That's
Quest? That's
Say
pride.
it
you.
again, Quest. Say it
Hey,
again,
hey,
Quest.
hey, Quest. That
Facts.
Quest, but that's you talking. You.
Nah, but
I'm a
the difference
Quest.
is like the
What up,
one
my
thing
brother
niggas is
McCody?
talking about though. When we got this motherfucker, it was dusty and it was 10 motherfuckers in a room or on the street corner and this shit on a big ass stage. We want y'all to do great, nigga, cause y'all are supposed to be putting this shit in stadiums.
Straight
Hey
up.
Quest, what's up for sure first? What's up, Lloyd? I never been on space with you or rap with you.
That's young
Big
ill right
fan, bro.
there,
What's up?
Banks.
What's up,
Facts. What
G?
up, Wolf?
What's up with it? Hey
What up,
Capo,
though?
this ill though. Like what
What's that,
I
man?
just sent you in Cali. I sent you before in Atlanta. This was my first time seeing you in
Right.
Cali. I straight pulled up on you after my battle. I came right over to you, let you know like I know you because that's my first time meeting you. You feel me? So I don't know what you ever had thought about, but that was my first time just letting you know if you got anything, maybe have a preconceived, idea of me. Man, I ain't got nothing here. Come on, I done already sent you. And I think that's independent for some people. Other people don't have that same approach, but as
Nah,
you get up on
yeah,
people, you'll
nah, you
know who's who, you'll know who kind of inviting, who kind of but
Right.
I don't know you. I don't know who you are.
you came
Right.
straight to me, yeah.
Yeah,
You
once we
came
meet
straight
each
to
other,
me and gave me some flowers, bro, some game, like, and that's how all the vets been on me. Even Verb. Soon as Verb got all his face off with AWOL, he like, that's how you do that.
Yeah.
Just know you're a villain in this shit. That's how you gotta do it. And like, and I've been going through that since I've been here, so I don't really got nothing bad to say about no vet, cause all of them been welcoming to me.
Word.
But I'm in a blessed situation. I know that.
Yeah, because if you come into a nigga's house, like Banks, let's think about it. If it's a new nigga on the unit at that time, and he coming in the building and he ain't saying nothing to you, he walking to the other studio to record,
You
he ain't
getting
saying
very
nothing
first
to
of all, you
you.
getting very few words.
Come on, that's
I
it.
was just, I'm just being honest. You gonna get very few words. You gotta prove yourself, man.
Yeah, but look, let's say if he just purposely walk, like you walk in the house and you say, "Hey, what up? I'm just introduce myself." What if he just don't? You already pick up on that. All right, well, go fail then, dummy. Cause I'm over here doing this. Go die in that room then.
Well,
Cause you
Verb,
have
I
to.
be lightweight. I be lightweight playing devil's advocate with you, Verb. But you know how I feel.
Yeah, like come on, bro. You gotta show respect is the first key. And then if you learn, then you can stay around long instead of I ain't like them. You need to be like them because they steady been here, man.
And everything
But
ain't disrespect. I
No, it
think
ain't.
that's what niggas gotta realize. Like when you do this shit, you become public property, man. Like motherfucker going critique, they gonna tell you what they like, what they don't like. Everything ain't disrespect, man. You gotta take that shit and you gotta use it as fuel. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I remember when the blog and shit and all that first started. That's the first time a nigga could tell you whether they was trolling. Terminology didn't even exist back then, but you like, damn, nigga said my shit. What? Like a nigga not saying that shit to you on the street.
that shit felt weird, right? Pause. You
Yeah, so
like,
you
damn, I
a
can't
nigga
really do
typing
nothing
some
about
shit
it.
talking about you fell off or you ain't got it like that. You like, what? So I'm using a nigga I never fucking met before, and I'm taking that. He could be in fucking Alabama somewhere, and he doesn't even know he fucking fueled my fire all the way in
Word,
Queens.
word is born.
And you can't change everybody's opinion, but I feel like I'm gonna change a lot. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
that, like I said, when you don't feel the need to do that no more, then you need to go, do something else.
Nah, for real. And I thought about something when you said that earlier, right? Like, rest in peace, my nigga Big Dog. He said some shit to me because I was like, I felt a way whenever police get behind me. I'm like, yo, even though I'm doing shit legit, I still can't get rid of that feeling. Like it's still, and I was mad at myself because I'm like, why am I still scared? Like I can't stop being scared when police get behind me. And he's like,
Like,
bro, why do you want to take away what makes you you? He's like, why don't you? He's like, when you lose that feeling, that's when you're not even you no more. That's your instincts telling you what you're supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? So it's that same thing when we get on stage. I get nervous every time. Yeah, I gotta, you know what I mean? I gotta sit back in the cut by myself for fucking half an hour before the battle. It don't matter the nigga been doing this 20 years. This is something that it's that type of passion. So it's like you care about how you do. You care about your life. You care about when you care about it, it's gonna be different. If you
hmm.
don't never get nervous, if you ain't never worried, if you ain't thinking about it, because a lot of niggas I see doing this shit nowadays. Oh, well, I ain't even take that shit serious. Like that's a real thing that niggas just say nowadays. And that's an
Hmm.
accepted
Shit.
excuse by the culture.
Hmm.
It's like, what?
This
Y'all
era, yeah.
accepting that
Defense
shit?
mechanism. That's a defense mechanism. That should be eating them up when they by themselves,
Yeah,
man.
but
Yeah.
that shit corny that niggas is even gonna jack that. Like
Yeah,
as
because that
fans of the
shit
culture,
definitely
we
it
should say,
definitely
nah,
meant something.
fuck
Because
that.
when niggas was betting money on your ass, it would have meant something.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
saying?
right.
you'd have got
Yeah,
fucked
that's
up out
right.
that money, nigga.
Fuck you mean you ain't take it serious?
Niggas will run
Yeah.
down on you back in the day for that. I ain't gonna say no names, but
Nigga.
a nigga life got saved from doing that. Nigga had a battle in Cali. He got paid by some niggas that is not the type of niggas that you want to just take their money and not give a fuck, and did that. Didn't give a fuck, choked right away, went right on you on Twitter and said some slick shit like, well, I don't really care about URL or some shit. Them niggas is gonna kill that nigga.
Mm.
Niggas had to have a whole powwow like, bro, nah, look, it's battle rap. It's not like that. Niggas like, man, that nigga got to get that money back, nigga. Niggas know where his room is at. We going over there.
And that's
Niggas
where
like,
sudden deaths came in too. Like when money was on the line, that's where sudden deaths came in because we would either break even
Yep.
or we go into sudden death because you can't call it like that. Nobody letting up off their money
No,
unless it's
no,
a
you
clear
gotta
win.
you gotta win.
So
man,
You gotta
Jim went to
win.
sudden death. You could kill a nigga and still have sudden death.
Yo,
I
It's
gotta get.
crazy.
I gotta want to give you this money, dog, to stop rapping. Here,
Straight
man.
up.
let me ask y'all a question before I go. Right?
Mhm.
If you could, first of all, how many battles you think would be the the best number for a solid card? Like how many
4,
how many
Four.
solid battles
I'd
makes?
say
4,
4 or 5.
4.
4 or 5 at the
Five,
All
most.
right,
five.
yeah, let's
Yeah.
go let's go four. Right? It, if you could pick your four matchups right now, right, in the state of the culture, what would be the four right now that you want to see?
How much time they got?
3 minutes, 3 rounds.
No, no, no. How much time they got to prepare? They got a
No,
month. They got
no. He's just
some
saying.
weeks.
He's just saying what's the matches right now the
In
highest
general, in
score.
general, in general.
Okay, got you.
Mm, I would say Ice Pack easy. I would say Hitman Geechee.
Hmm.
I
Averb,
was
Serious Jones.
that can work too right now. Um, who else got a bomb like that under there? It's getting
All
kind
right,
of
I got
dark.
y'all. I got y'all, man. Easy versus Tay Rock, Jazz and Hustle. Good.
All right,
Jazz and
nigga, give us
Hustle
the
ain't
rest of
battled
them.
yet?
Yeah,
I was throwing
that
them out
one.
there. My bad. Rock Easy, Jazz Hustle. My bad. You the
Nah, we
Easy
definitely
Hustle.
got to see Jazz and Hustle,
Hitman and
bro.
Geechee. Hitman and Geechee. Put it out there.
Hitman Geechee.
Yeah, man, and Geechee. I mean, it's like but the thing is, a fight can get made any day. Like tomorrow, it could be a extreme explosion, and that's a whole nother fight.
Word.
Yeah, because right now they want to see me in stupid ass swamp.
If you could see one rematch, what would it be?
Oh, Banks, come on, man.
Jazz
Rematch.
and Hustle.
Yeah,
Who?
yeah, Jazz and
Yeah,
Hustle. Yeah, yeah, Jazz and
Jazz
Hustle.
and
Yeah.
Hustle. That's
yeah.
that's
Mm.
for sure.
I was about
Jazz
to
and
say
Hustle.
that when you said that, I'm like, they ain't battled yet?
Yeah, that first one was kind of shady, though, Jones.
It was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, little shenanigans.
And for the fellas, who?
Banks over there
Russ,
writing that
what's
shit
up,
down. I
man?
hear you.
I for the
Mhm.
for the fellas
I
is definitely Twerk and Gotti for sure.
Okay,
Definitely.
I ain't mad.
I want to
Twerk and
see.
Gotti?
I want to see. I
Mm.
want to see Cal and Lux again.
I would like that.
Oh,
100%.
I would like
Interesting.
agree.
that.
Quest, I
I
ain't
would
mad at
like
that,
that.
Quest.
I
I
don't
think
I would
I
either.
like
agree
that.
with that.
Hey, Quest, I ain't mad at you, brother.
I would like that a
Yeah,
lot. I like that a
yeah.
lot.
I love to see
Why,
that
you want to
battle.
get that Midwest get back?
I
No,
thought
What?
Cal
I
I
think he
thought
won
Cal
the first
won.
one.
Yeah, I thought
You
Cal
think he
won.
won the
Come
first one?
on,
Yeah, I think he
Quest.
won
Come
the first
on,
battle.
Quest. Come on,
We could
Quest.
talk about it. We could talk about it.
Come on,
We
Quest. What we doing, Q?
you
What
Nah,
we
he
we
he
doing?
he
we we could
he
talk
did
about it.
he did win the first one, man. He won the
He won the
first one.
first round. He
Hey,
won the first round. He won the first round. The second round, he did good
that's
until
impossible, Quest.
he did good until he defined what a
All right,
proctor
man.
was. Once
All
I
right,
Yo,
defined
man.
what a proctor was, it was
Just
like,
go
all right,
back and
Cal.
listen. Go back and
yo,
go back
yo,
and
Yeah,
watch
the
it.
Verb,
proctor thing was
Yo,
kind of,
yo,
yo,
Verb.
yo.
Who's the biggest what if in battle rap?
oh boy.
What if like if they was what if
I
Me?
twerk?
Well, can I
Twerk
say
for
one real quick?
sure.
Twerking easy right quick. Somebody texted me twerking easy. I forgot about that one.
You
Yes.
you you,
Twerking
you
easy
said
rematch.
wait a minute. Hold on. Three. He asked me a different question. You saying who's the biggest what if like if everything was together, right?
right.
It'd be New Jersey twerk.
It's chess.
No, the fuck
Definitely
it's
chess.
not, man. Hey, man, what
Nah,
the fuck is y'all?
twerk already been stepped out.
Twerk is a legacy
He just
solidified. Like
had
I
Listen, man.
a fuck up, but he been on one though.
Listen, man. If twerk had the lockdown of a nigga that locked down, he is probably be the best nigga on the floor.
Yeah.
To me, Twerk is easily the most talented nigga in battle rap. Besides, of course, you're gonna feel that way about yourself, but
Yeah,
I think that.
Twerk
Yeah.
y'all gonna think I'm being
Twerk is
Michigan
clearly the
biased.
most talented to me.
Clean,
Clean what?
yeah.
clean.
Clean
Yo,
is what?
Clean was that
Clean's the
nigga though,
biggest
bro.
what if.
Yeah, Clean
Clean,
is a what if nigga.
yeah,
That's a
clean.
fact though. Clean is a what if nigga. That's a
Clean
fact.
and
Yeah,
Clean
he's
is
a what if
phenomenal
nigga,
now.
all right.
Clean is definitely a what if nigga,
Yeah.
bro.
That
What?
nigga's a
Yeah.
bozo,
Bro, you gotta
respectfully.
remember now, when Smack did his videos early, they took his fucking battle for Magic. Glock said, Max, bitch, I watching Smack. I was on clean paper in the beginning of that
Yeah.
shit, nigga. I was
Clean
clean.
Clean was on pace to be the number one nigga in battle rap,
I
dog.
ain't mad at that
Respectfully, if
quest.
he wasn't a bozo, he might be.
That
Like,
I
nigga
don't
was
you
supposed
know,
to
know,
be
it
that
is
man.
what
nigga,
it
though. I ain't
is.
You
gonna
ain't
hold you.
gotta disrespect him, man.
He go out his way to do it all the time to me,
I
Him
bro.
and
know,
Bill,
but
him and Bill
I'm
had a
just
And
classic.
I
saying,
don't even
you know
know
what
the
I'm saying?
man. I ain't
Respect
never
me
had
with
no
it though.
problem
You
with
know
that
that's
nigga.
somebody from where I'm from. Let's
I
be I
ain't
wouldn't
never
do
had
that
no
about a
problem with that
Jersey
man.
nigga.
Him and Froze.
Niggas
Yeah,
be clout chasing that bad. They just make up some smoke.
Yeah,
Like,
Bill is nice too.
for sure.
Mhm.
Hey, Banks, when you get ready to do that call, we'll get on it, man. I see he Banks,
hell
that
yeah.
nigga,
Yo,
Banks,
this nigga,
No
that
cap,
nigga
a
Banks.
Banks think
funny
he's slick.
nigga,
That
You
boy.
nigga,
know, I
that
thought you
nigga,
were me, man.
that nigga Banks over there like, yeah,
Nah,
let's,
Verb, you must have talked to somebody.
I get around.
Yo, that's crazy.
I get around, sir.
Now we gonna get to it. We'll get to it
We get to it. I sent you some in that DM too.
for sure, for
The
sure.
All right, right
commentator,
on,
bro,
bro. I
Banks.
ain't gonna have you all that. Appreciate you coming through,
Yeah,
man.
y'all be good, man. Salute to y'all, man.
Banks is
All
the
right,
commentator.
Salute,
Holler at
bro.
me, man.
All
Salute,
right.
y'all. Love.
Peace.
3L, you ain't getting no commentator job. If I got some nigga, I hate on you so fast with Banks. Nah, not three. Nah, not three. We ain't getting no motherfucking three letterman up there.
Hey, and Verb, speaking of rapping, that bars on NL5 drop tomorrow, man. Let me know what you think about that, man.
Oh, okay, bet for sure. Jones got okay. So
You
I'm
know what I'm
pretty sure
saying?
that's gonna be exciting. I know what that is.
You know what I'm saying? Quick 8 minutes of pain. You know what I mean? Ain't about nothing.
Okay, talk your shit. Okay, all right.
Yeah, man.
So Jones drops tomorrow. We just had.
Shout out to the trappers, we all my back lit is we out of here. Any man battle rap trapping, we definitely got the streets.
D out again, man. D out of here, man. Put it on your